This water level has really risen recently. A very special experience getting this close, being able to, really experience the power and the awe of the river right here. It's incredible. Some of the things you can look forward to in this video is we're going to look for firewood that will keep us warm tonight. During the spring here, usually it's pretty dreary and gray, and there's lots of clouds, and usually there's a lot of rain at this point. And so it is important to find dry wood. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to explore that. The other things that we're going to do is forage, obviously. We're going to find some edible and medicinal plants today, and we're going to utilize those things. Walk some of these trails, and then we're going to head out into the wilderness and, do an overnight. Here we are again, and Oregon is known for its just plentiful herbs, wild native herbs. We found another one here, wood sorrel. What does it taste like?
It tastes like green apple.
Green apple, amazing. It does
incredible.
have kind of that citrusy type of flavor to it. A lot of people have said that, and it does have kind of that bite, but I think it tastes like green apple. It's amazing. Wood sorrel. Now, this is kind of a common wood sorrel, and it's bigger leaf than like a creeping wood sorrel, but you can eat creeping wood sorrel as well. I haven't necessarily seen that out in the wilderness. Usually creeping wood sorrel is found in your garden, but this is a wonderful source of vitamins and minerals. It's incredible, it's abundant, it's everywhere out here. All right, so we've already found a few edible plants. One of them is strawberry. So strawberry leaves are actually full of nutrients and vitamins and really good things. So micronutrients, you can eat the whole thing. You can eat the stem, you can eat the leaves. Incredible resource for foraging. And they don't taste bad. In a lot of ways they just taste like a leaf. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what it tastes like.
Kind of like fuzzy lettuce.
Yeah. We found yet another plant. Excellent. Okay, so this is a type of miner's lettuce. This is candy flower. It's incredible. It's all over the place. You can eat a ton of this stuff. It's full of water. It's got lots of water in there, so that's good on a hot day. And it's pretty easily identifiable. There's not a whole lot of things that look like this. The stem is very fleshy. It commonly grows with the two leaves that are opposite each other. And the flower is very particular as well when it does flower. But you can eat this whole thing. You can eat the stem, you can eat the leaves, you can eat the flower. And if you're hungry, it's everywhere. Or if you're thirsty. Hey, still on this trail, and again, we found another edible plant. Huh. So this is salal. So a lot of people don't necessarily understand that you can eat these leaves. Right now, it's very hard. It kind of feels like paper. Probably not the best. When you can get the young leaves and they're more supple, I mean, it doesn't really transition into that very well, but you can get a little bit more supple than these types of leaves here. But salal leaves are edible. They're good for your stomach. If you have any stomach ailments, particularly like, diarrhea and those types of things, you can eat some of this and it'll calm the stomach. And so, yeah, I'm not gonna eat the whole thing, but you can chew on these leaves, and it's a little gritty. It's a little gritty. It'll make your teeth feel a little gritty, but it's good for your stomach. And the berries are edible, very, very edible, very delicious. They are like double a blueberry as far as nutrients and vitamins and those things. So very, very nutritious plant, very helpful and medicinal plant as well. And we continue. So We did find some raspberry. Wild raspberry is pretty distinctive. You can find this stuff. It's distinctive from Himalayan blackberry and some of these other variants of blackberry as well, because it has this white kind of film, this kind of powder on it, and grows more like a vine, I guess, than some of the blackberry around here. Blackberry is very thick and has huge little pokies on them. The leaves as well in the raspberry are edible, and you can eat these leaves. Be selective, but these leaves are edible as well for raspberry. It leaves kind of a aftertaste, kind of that green grassy taste. Well, we're continuing down this trail, and it's not so much later than it was just a minute ago, but we did find some Oregon grape and thought we'd let you guys see this. So definitely Oregon grape. A lot of people can confuse this with holly in some ways, and if you don't know what you're looking at, I can see how that would happen. But check it out. So it's just now, again, this is spring, just now starting to produce some of the early parts of the flower and the berry. So I'd say in another few months, this will produce delicious Oregon grape berries, but not right now, so we can't eat it. So, as with all things, especially things that are fun, you weigh the risk and the reward of these things. Now, we're on kind of a precarious log here, but the reward is that we get to where we need to be without having to trudge through some of this brush, this salal bush, and so we're able to more freely get to where we need to be. Plus, we're pretty good at balance. We're not acrobats, but we can balance pretty well. Supposed to put this in here like that, this thing in here.
And there would be water in the bag.
Water in the bag, and then you squeeze it, and then it's supposed to come out of this end. Alright, so done with this whole bag thing. This might be good if like you're scooping it out from like a pool of water or something. Don't worry, I'm not going to litter that. I'm going to take that back. It helped, but it took a few bags for me to do this, and this is nice, clean, obviously clear, good water. I was able to squirt it in there. But I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna go face first. There we go.
Going in with the vape pen.
Yeah, vape pen. It's just just tastes very clean and crisp and clear. It's just nice and cold. It's delicious. So, an essential skill in any situation like this, or if you're just having fun and you want some firewood, check your laws and regulations first. But a safe bet, if you're in the wilderness and you want a fire and you don't have any firewood, you can use the stuff on the ground. If it's dead and it's on the ground, you can process that and use it as firewood. Again, check in with the authorities in your area and make sure that a fire is okay to have. If fire danger is within the realm of having a fire, then you should be okay. But always check in with your authorities for the local area. We're gonna gather some wood for tonight so that we don't get cold. Table would be nice. Survivor cord. This stuff's great, but you know, I usually don't use it for making tables out here. A lot of the time I use it for fire starting, fishing line, those types of things. This is what it's made for though, is to secure and tie things tight. I feel like an aborigine. Alright, so I was dumb and forgot to put on some sights on this new AR upper that I got from Bear Creek Arsenal, 16-inch barrel, and it's a side charger. But the big thing about this, which I think is pretty cool because I can shoot on the cheap now, it's a 22 LR. Just drops right in. Boom. Okay, so now I've got my polymer lower, and this is actually a heavy barrel, so it's going to be front heavy, which is all right. I don't mind that. And then I got my brace on here, so I can go Rambo in the woods. But hey, yo. I've got some CMMG and some Black Dog mags. So we're going to try those out. These are mini mag 22 LR rounds. So I'm going to be firing into this backstop. I'm just going to try it out. I don't have any sights on here, but hey, I'm a pretty good shot without them, so just wanted to try it out. We'll see how it works. Okay, we're empty.
That is nice.
Yeah. It took it all. Okay, and that was the Black Dog mag. Let's try the CMMG mag. Black Dog also holds 25 rounds. Okay, took the whole thing. Bravo, Bear Creek Arsenal. Well done. The sun is now over here, so it looks like we got about an hour before it hits this tree line area, and then it's gonna start to be dark and we'll see the sunlight overhead. It's kind of a strange conundrum type of thing where you will be able to see sunlight over the top, but the direct sunlight won't be hitting the area, so it'll dramatically get colder and darker sooner. We should be in a good position for the night. We're gonna have some dinner. We're getting ready for the night here. So got an inflatable mattress, I guess is what you call it there, and a tarp underneath that. Don't think it's gonna rain on us. I don't think I'll necessarily need anything overhead, so I think we should be good with that. And then I have a merino wool blanket here, and it's pretty thin. I mean, that's doubled up, and it's, you know, less thickness than my finger. So we'll see how this does for the night. We are gonna have a fire, so shouldn't necessarily have to worry about too much as far as heat goes. So we should be all right for the night. Then we've got some beef rib steak, thin bone in.
Yeah, buddy!
And we got some sliced, skinned, deveined, ready to cook calf liver. Found these rocks in this turned over tree, this root system. These rocks are in here. This would be perfect for our fire. We don't really need to surround it with these rocks, but we're gonna do it because it looks cool. And this fancy little guy down here, well, this guy's nice and hard as a rock. And when you break it open, this is great for fire starter. And this is what we're gonna use tonight to get our fire started. This thing will hold a spark, so this will be great. All right, here's that mushroom. Let's give it a whack and see what it looks like on the inside. Ooh. Oh. Man, that's hard.
Cow pie. Is that not what you expected?
It is. It's just wet. Bye-bye. All right, change of plans. All right. You plan to start a fire with one particular thing and that fails. This is bone dry on the inside. And what we're gonna do is feather sticks. So what you want to do with feather sticks is just apply direct pressure and push if your knife is sharp enough. That will give you the feathers or the thin part of the wood that you want. All right, and so now this actually has a ferrocerium ferro rod inside of it, but I'm not going to use that one because I've used that one a lot and I really like this knife, so I want to keep it. So I have this big boy here that I'm going to use, and we're going to throw some sparks on this feathered stick here, and it should give us the result that we want. Okay, it is very, very dark now, and we are getting ready to throw our stakes on. About 9 o'clock. We're gonna throw some stakes on this stone we put on here. Bad boy. Bad boy. Really hear it sizzling. Pretty good. How is it?
It hits differently about 8:50 at night. The best.
All right. It's like 6 o'clock on the dot, a little after 6. Just waking up in the morning here. It's still relatively dark. It got pretty cold last night. My inflow up ground cover, it was doing well, and then rude or something popped it, and then it was just bareback on the cold ground. So, getting the fire going again. It's looking good. Eventually my buddy will wake up and make me some coffee. Okay, buddy, what is this contraption we have here?
It's just called an AeroPress. You get your coffee grinds, put them in here. You get some delicious espresso.
Excellent. Alright. See what we got here with this high-powered espresso. Very concentrated mix. Wonderful in the morning. Just what I needed.
Thanks for joining us today. Yeah, we had some fun and we did the thing. So, yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations to us.